Hi friends, good morning. So we are talking about Shiva trilogy written by Amish Tripathi. I have told you something about the first book, The Immortals of Meluha, the second book, The Secret of Nagas. Now today we are going to talk about the third book, The Oath of Vayuputras. This was released in February 2013. So I was telling about the weapons of mass destruction called as Devi Astras in the novel. So these Devi Astras are not to be used against public. This is the oath of Vayuputras. Okay. But Shiva is using it for mass destruction of Daksha's kingdom, Meluha. That Meluha capital, he is destroying it with the weapons of mass destruction. So he goes to Persia and bring that weapons of mass destruction from them in a stealthy manner. He finds one lady, Tara, there. This Tara is the wife of Brihaspati. So Shiva brings her also back from Persia. So in between sea travel from Gujarat or Bombay to Arabia, and from there to Persia are all described in the novel. And he brings back Tara and leaves her to Brihaspati. And by that time, since Brihaspati has left the kingdom of Meluha, one saint called Bhrigu has become the advisor of Daksha. So Bhrigu, immediately you should remember Shukra. Shukra's another name is Bhrigu. So in our mythology, Brihaspati is Devaguru and Shukra is the Asura Guru. So this Bhrigu is not advising to Daksha to follow the correct path. So because of that, this war is happening. So Shiva brings actually Shiva, before bringing the weapons of mass destruction, goes to the kingdom of Meluha to fight a war with Daksha. But suddenly Daksha wants to kill Shiva. So for that he brings some assassinators from Egypt. So this is also there. Yavanas. What we in Tamil also we have references about Yavanas. These are all people from Egypt or Greek, like that. So they come, and unfortunately in their war Sati gets killed. So that mythology of Sati gets killed also is coming here in the story as an incident. So because of that, Shiva gets angry. So he decides to use the weapon of mass destruction against the oath of Vayuputras. But he gives enough warning to the people of Meluha to come out of the city, because I am going to use this weapon of mass destruction. Everybody will die there. But Daksha, Bhrigu, Daksha's wife, these people are not coming out. But Kartikeya is going to that country, meets Bhrigu and tells him that he is a very knowledgeable person. His knowledge is very useful to the humanity. So you please come out. That Bhrigu listens to him and he comes out. So Bhrigu or Shukra is alive. So finally he used the weapon of mass destruction, and that capital of Meluha is destroyed. Afterwards, Shiva was banned from doing anything in the country. So he goes back to Kailash and lives there. Like that the story is ending. So again and again I am telling, this is a novel. This has nothing to do with the Shiva's story told in our mythology. He has tried to retell the story in a different way by combining all those things. This even though this is not exactly or telling a story which will create wrong impressions, but he is trying to explain the evils of Somaras in a scientific way. So that this is prepared in a factory. When it is taken more, it is multiplied. The cells are multiplied within our body. Because of that, deformities like Ganesha's extended nose or ears, as well as the Kali's extra hands and throat is becoming big or something like that. All those things he is describing. Because of this is happening because of the excess drinking of that Somaras, and the factory discharge or polluting the river, and because of that the Bringa country, that is something, the confluence of Brahmaputra and Ganges, that country people are suffering due because by fever and all, because of the pollution of the water. Like that, so many things he is explaining, and he gives a glimpse of all the countries, the great cities of Ayodhya, great city of Kashi, Panchavati, Godavari river, all these things he is describing. Then how the trade is taken, happened in the by the ships in the Arabian Sea. Like that, so many things he is telling. Very interesting novel. As a novel, everyone should read this, but don't think that this is what is exactly the myth. So that you should carefully keep it in your mind. But it is a very excellent novel. I have not told you the whole story here. In 10 minutes, how can I tell books of 200, 300 pages? Okay. So I have told only some glimpse, some general story only. But this book is available in the print form as well as in the electronic form in Amazon. You can purchase them. Very cheap editions are available. Kindly purchase and read. Very excellent book. I am recommending all of you to read the book at least twice, so that you can enjoy Amish Tripathi's Shiva trilogy. This man is writing the myth of, retelling the myth of Ramchandra also. He has written 3 books on that, Shian of Ishwagu and Sita, like that. 3 books he has written. I don't remember exactly the titles. So they are also good. He has not completed. He has planned to write 5 books on that. 3 books he has written so far. One of the hot selling cake in the literary world of Indian writing in English. Please read the 3 novels of Amish Tripathi, Shiva trilogy. They are all The Immortals of Meluha, Secret of Nagas, Oath of Vayuputras. I will tell you the novels written by him about Ramayana. That is, this is called as Ramchandra series, and the first one was Ram, the Scion of Ishwagu, written in 2015. Sita, warrior of Mithila, in 2017. Ravan, the enemy of Aryavarta, in 2019. Then 4th book is The War of Lanka. It is yet to come. Only 3 books have come so far. The 4th book is The War of Lanka. Then he has written about one chronicle also. Then he has written 2 non-fiction books, Immortal of India, Timeless Civilizations, and Dharma. But as a beginning, you read Shiva trilogy. Thank you.